I didn't become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag.
I'm addressing you, Wendy. I hope you're. I'm addressing you, Wendy. I hope you're listening. Considering that you're high and mighty in the British society, I would like you now to do your mates look a favor. Wendy, I would like you now to do your mate Dave Smith a favor. Wendy, I would like you to do your mate Veli a favor. Wendy, I would like you to do your mate Nanifa a favor. Wendy, by giving them the highest paid QC or KC in this country, their services to take me to court. You understand me? As per usual, what you people do, people like Luke, people like Feli, Nanifa, Dave Smith, they will run miles and miles and miles with a story that they don't even know what is going on. That is what you people do. And I'm going to tell you now, you see what's happening to my friend's daughter. I pray to God it happens to those of you that have got grandchildren. It happens to those of you that have got children. It happens to those of you that have got friends and have got children. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying those people. I'm praying to God on a daily basis that it happens to your family. Look around. Wendy Wu, Feli, Nanifa, the bus driver, whatever he calls himself, you lot, I'm praying. That's going to be my prayer from today. Like it happens to each and every one of your children. If you haven't got any children, your brother's children. If your brother has not got children, your sister's children. If your sister has not got children, your grandchildren. And your great-great-grandchildren, for those of you that have got grandchildren. Yeah.
Why life? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make it. You're supposed to be a dinner man, serving dinner to the students in the secondary school. Because you cannot do basic 1+1. You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired, you are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
I do not give a fuck. I really do not give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck and still don't give a fuck.
Making food, but I don't really love Jamaican people.
We don't like you neither. We don't like you neither. Matter of fact, we don't care what you like or dislike. Every blood clot minute in the company that come talk about Jamaican this, Jamaican that. You move your bum back.
People will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Then when you are very strong and you talk again, they may kill you. They may even burn your house down. Like they burnt my house down at home. Now, when they burn my house finish, some friends who are very, Africans know they are very afraid of life. Hey fella, yourself, don't talk truth again. You see, they come and tell you not to say the truth again. Then I tell them, I say, them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. Pansa pansa means they will hear more and more and more until they can hear no more. Because the truth can never die. When you are a revolution,
to the ladies. Beach settings, infinity. Outside the birthday gang. Outside Shannon. Outside Amber. I am a money maker, hand to the edge, I'm a money maker. More one time, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hand to the air, money maker. More one time, money maker. On this thing, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me, you see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching her, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 6. Terminal 4 with a power goes. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't let my house, somebody out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Blood clot over them. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Hold on, hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play sleep up, hold on. Play wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said, this is the captain's weekend, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have your attention? Early, early, early. Oi, oi, oi.
Just wait a while, it's the way I well, don't you know about your baby? Well, Peter's gonna tell you about your baby. Just wait a while,
Walk on. What you say? Come on, it's chicha chop in this biatch. I mean, yaka. Yeah, man. We got a quick shower hour, yeah? Hour and a half. If we're lucky. So, yeah, man, walk on. What you telling me? How you mean? Come on, take it away. Let it play. Man. Oh, my diddy. Yeah, man, sir. Sky on. Ran yassa. Man. Hey. So. I see that. The Big Bad Rick Show, aka Jack, released a video. Well, a clip of a video. I'm not sure if he got a strike for it or whatever. Yeah. So what you say? Was that a new video or an old one? Ah, you man are funny, you know. Oh shit, man. They said the roids don't work, they just make you worse, man. Oh my days. Yeah, man. Alright. Let me quickly flick down. Hang on at that. Alright, let me quick. Oh shit, there's a couple people in here. Let me quickly slap the register where it is. It's small. And we can run through that. Yeah. Mad. Pause. No Lily Phillips. Yeah? I said no Lily Phillips to Bamba Cloud. Lord have mercy. I'll get stuck in a bit of traffic, man. The reception might go mad. This bit. Alright, so shout out Liggy. Don't smoke no cig. When me ride that, it's Tupac and Big. How you mean? Come on, are you correct? I want them feel I mean, man like Jay Dizzle, you know. I walk on. My G, come on. Yeah, man, G Black, we're clean up. Every day we're clean. From where we're clean. Yeah. Yes. We come right. Yeah. Yaka. Alright. Yeah, man. So we say Yaka. Then the Benz like Spragger. One bag of weed and Bumba Clark grabber. One bag of gal like Shopper. Lord, one bag of gal like get dagger. Lord, make the gal live with the hammer. Lord, make the gal bath with the mama. Lord. Yeah, man. So we in there. Come on. Hold on. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I swear that. Yeah, that boat party vibes up is a power up in the morning. I'm gonna run that again, cuz. Yeah, man. That is a charge up in the morning, cuz. I want them feel alright. Yo, I am a money maker, and to the edge of a money maker. For one time, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. And to the air, money maker. For one time, money maker. On this drink, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 6. Terminal 4 with a cloud of those. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't touch my allowance. Somebody out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Blood clot over there. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Hold on. Hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah. Play sleep, hold on. Play wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said this is the captain's weekend, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have your attention? Early.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So, you know, this thing called wealth inequality. Yeah, I see a video on TikTok that broke down wealth inequality so simply, so easily. I've got to play this for you so you can see it. Maybe if you see it in the way that this guy has laid it out here, because he's talking about America, right? But you can transfer the lesson that he's teaching to any of the, air quotes, first world economies above the equator economies that are thriving and doing well, and you know, all them bits and pieces. So yeah. All right, let me run that track still. Yeah, because we got bare videos to deal with. We've got so much videos, I forgot. We got so much videos. More than Chef got cuts. We got so much. More than Ras got ducks. We got so much. Yeah, me just cool and relax stuff, cause we got troublesome day, I mean. Yeah, man, if you're old school carriage head, you know what time it is, man. Are you mean? Alright, let's run this video, man. Wealth inequality explained so simply and beautifully that everyone could be able to understand this. Like a little baby can understand the dangers of making this wealth inequality gap so big and giving so few people so much power over so many. May not be a good idea. So let it playeth.
Wealth inequality in the United States actually looks like. This grain of rice represents $200,000. That's about the median net worth of a citizen in the United States, which means if you took our population and drew a line split down the middle, about half of us have this much or less. Half of us have this much or less. Which means if you, this is what wealth inequality.
Yo, so you heard that, yeah? The 1 grain of rice. Might even be less, even less in the UK. I swear, or even more, sorry, percentage. I've got that or below. I swear it's the top 10% that's got all the bread. But then the top 0.1% that's got the bread. Bready, and all. Mad. Anyway, man, yeah, so pay attention, man. So let me make the screen a bit bigger. Yes, I ain't got to struggle. Alright, let's play.
Quality in the United States actually looks like. This grain of rice represents $200,000. That's about the median net worth of a citizen in the United States, which means if you took our population and drew a line split down the middle, about half of us have this much or less. Half of us have this much or less. Just gonna put that down right there. 1 grain of rice. This is $1 million. 5 grains of rice. When most of us think rich, we think of $1 million. This is $100 million. This is about.
Yo, so you see that, yeah? The five grains of rice. Yeah, the majority of us, if we had the 5 grains of rice, yeah, aka the $1 in our bank account, we'll be talking about, yeah, man's rich, right? Yeah, I got bread. I got that oil. You hear me? Yo, there's some man without a mil in their account and they've retired and don't even have to work no more. Yeah, because they can survive on what they've earned so far. So, you hear me? Just look at the difference. Yeah, so the 5 rice grains, which made any of the average people thought was going to be big bread, is just not so big bread compared to this 100 million. Yeah, that's a little pile of rice there, right? I'm not sure if many of the people, maybe even your children or children's children, will get to earn that 100 million. Yeah. All right. It's just for perspective. Yeah, not to insult and criticize. Yeah, it's just for perspective, so we can see the difference in the wealth inequality and what it really looks like, and differently how man are getting manipulated to fight for tax cuts for people that don't even deserve these extra tax cuts. If anything, these men deserve to be paying a higher rate of tax than the people that are paying a lower rate of tax, to repair any of the issues that we have in our little cities and societies. That could bring more people, specifically children, out of poverty. Specifically children out of poverty. Hey, listen, yeah. We went out for dinner yesterday instead of having dinner indoors. So we took a bit of a long walk down to O2, O2 Arena. We only live down the road from O2, yeah. We took a little walk down to O2. Went bowling. Had something to eat. Done a little bit of shopping and came home with it. Instead of thinking about like I'm saying, just to go McDonald's is going to cost like 60, 70 quid. We went 5 guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how much it was. About 100 and something pound. For us to just eat out, cause like, there's no cheap, fam. You got bare use. You hear me? Hey, listen, yeah, also, I heard some people trying to stunt on me. That's mad. Stop doing this stunting thing, especially if you're broke. It's dumb. Don't make sense, yeah. Some people trying to stunt on me about I'm allegedly going on fake holidays, when they're going on 1-star holidays, even though their children are adults and they don't have to pay for kids to come on holiday again. They're riding on 1-star holiday. Are you alright, fam? You behave yourself, man. Let's not do no comparisons, man, because like literally one of my holidays will pay for like 5 of your holidays, man. So behave yourself. Stop it. Calm down. But anyway, the wealth inequality. Yeah, 100 mil. Big butter, yeah? Yeah, man. But remember, yeah, we got people in the UK, in the United States, in these other countries and so that have got much more than 100 mil. Yeah, they're big billionaires. They're multi-billionaires and that country, yeah? So, let's play it.
The net worth of CEOs who delay and deny care for sick Americans. This is also about the net worth of CEOs who tell Americans to eat cereal if they can't afford food for their hungry kids. This is $277 million. This is Elon Musk's personal investment in the 2024 elections. This is what he spent to buy the presidency. This is $1 billion.
Hey, did you see that? You see that lump there? Yo, think about this, cuz, yeah? I'm not sure if what Elon done to get or to encourage people to vote for the Republicans in America would be legal in the UK. Like that £1 million giveaway for Republican voters or people that are going to vote or can show that they voted said party. That's actually illegal in the UK. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is a super pagan move, cuz. Yo, imagine if George Soros donated 200 and something million to Joe Biden and what's my girl's name again? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Yeah, like to donate it to Kamala Harris's thing and was holding £1 million giveaway. Yo, these right wingers would be running with conspiracy theories for months, years. Yeah, what do you think? They ran up on that White House on January the 6th last time. You think that was bad? They would have went mad. They would have went crazy. Yeah, but now, if their guy wins, it's democracy. It's a fair vote. Strange, isn't it? Strange, man. Extremely strange still, anyway. But my God. You see that there? That big pile of rice there, that's the billions. Yeah, we're getting into big boy bread now. Yeah? Alright, let's just play it.
This is the approximate net worth of Vivek Ramaswamy. Only 800 people in the United States have this much money or more. As the frame of high school with, only 800. And this is $6.3 billion. This is the approximate net worth of Donald Trump. He recently said in an interview that he doesn't think he can bring grocery prices down after running his campaign on a promise to do so. He also blames immigrants.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? People with less than half a grade of rice believe that this guy with a whole sack full of rice is about to free up the prices so the man them can rise up their rice. You know? But he ain't gonna be that nice. You get me? You mean no rice pudding? Trust me. Yo, you ain't getting no rice pudding from Donald. That's because you're getting Destiny's Child. Yeah, bills. Yo. I don't know who the American people think the tariffs are actually gonna really affect. Like, I ain't gonna affect the business. The bottom line. Yeah, business needs to make money, innit? Money have to run, money have to make. You see? So, my man puts on so-and-so tariff, we have to put on so-and-so price on top of goods. Yeah? You have to put on so-and-so price on top of selling to our customers. So you have to raise your price if you want to import from outside still. You know what's going to be mad, yeah? That even with the tariff here, it's still going to be cheaper to buy certain produce outside of the United States than it will be to buy inside from local distributors. The human rights laws or the workers' rights laws that we enjoy in some of our countries, some people ain't able to enjoy in their countries. And that means that the price that they can sell produce for to other countries in mass scale is dramatically less than you could do from sourcing from an ethical company, should we say. Yeah, all right, dude, play.
Who have less than a fraction of a grain of rice each for a lot of the financial troubles facing our country. And this is Elon Musk. He's worth $400 billion. He spent $277 million on the 2024 election cycle, while we have homeless veterans on our streets and hungry kids in our schools. This is what actual wealth disparity looks like in America. Each grain of rice is worth $200,000. And Elon Musk also wants to fire 75% of our federal workforce, which includes a majority of veterans. He wants to fire 75% of these people who have a single grain of rice trying to earn a living and feed their families because he says that that's inefficient. Musk, Ramaswamy.
Crazy still. And even now, yeah, even though you point this out, yeah, instead of doing any sort of checks to it, yeah, man, them are gonna cap, cape, scrape, and slap you for even mentioning that man's trying to rob you. That's the worst shit about telling a friend of yours that they're being scammed by someone they don't know. Yeah. Yo, Elon's got spare bags of rice, cuz. Not too good, yo. Yeah, Elon's got spare bags of rice, cuz. And he's gonna tell you, man, that these men need to cut their bread. And they ain't got one grain of rice. Man. It's crazy still. It's crazy still. It's just a meme. Yeah, there's always a meme that's been going about for time. Where the two guys with one cookie each, the dude with the big stockpile of cookies is telling one of the guys with the one cookie that the other guy with half a cookie is trying to steal his one cookie. You get me? Be careful of him. Yeah. Don't worry about me though. And my big cookie pile. Like I could open a cookie shop right now. You know what I'm saying? Mad. It's crazy still. You know what's mad though, yeah? Is that you're not even allowed to complain about how much bread that these men have got and how they're finessing the so-and-so. Because these men are just going to say, oh, you're dealing with politics of envy. But is that really politics of envy? Because we're not saying people shouldn't be able to earn bread. We're not saying even people shouldn't be able to save, stockpile, compound interest, create business and so to get their bread. We're just saying that the people at the top that have been able to accumulate a high percentage of bread, especially in the countries that they've been able to accumulate these high sums of bread in, should be paying a fair amount of tax compared to the earnings that they're withdrawing from the nations that they're withdrawing it from. It's strange that people have been finessed to feel like that's pocket watching. But you have to pay tax. But you have to pay tax. You haven't got a choice in the tax. You will never have a meeting with any Chancellor of the Exchequer within the United Kingdom to have a meeting to decide what percentage of tax you should pay from the earnings that you receive in the UK. You would never have that meeting. Never. Yeah? How you mean? Yeah? You are breathing heavy like a dog. Yeah? How you mean? You bad. You will never make it. Yeah? Yo. It's a pussy class. These men are bad, fam. Trust me. Trust me, cause you will never make it. Look at you, breathing heavy like a dog. Jeez.
And certain members also want to consider cutting social welfare programs to support people with less than a single grain of rice from going into poverty. They want to look at cutting these programs because they believe that that's inefficient. Now that we finished the civics lesson, let's talk biology. Did you know that all human beings, no matter how much money they have, are all mortal? We're all made of flesh and bone, we all have to eat, and we all have to sleep. Each of us has only one life, and I encourage you to do something notable with yours.
Yeah, well said, man. Well said, because I think a lot of people forget that as well, right? That, yo, remember, at the end of the day, that dealing with people like they're subhuman, it's crazy. That's crazy. There are people that would like them sort of things to be occurring. It's mad. You know what's the worstest thing about it, yeah, is that some of the people that are campaigning or championing people with that sort of rhetoric will end up being some of the people that they put their 2 feet on their head, might go under in the quicksand. You get me? That's why it's strange for me, man. I still don't understand. I'm never gonna understand this. Like the cutting off nose to spite face sort of person that votes for or champions policies that are detrimental to the poorer people in society. Man, that's crazy. That's me. It's a wrap like a lamb roti. Alright, so let's go to Marcus Fakina, yeah? So I've got 2 videos here. Yeah, let me run the first one, innit? First, yeah, let me get rid of this video so we can rise up a next video after that. And then let it play.
Heard about Marcus in Dubai. Now, I try to stay out of these things, but I'm not staying out of this one. This is a young black boy who was 18, who had a consensual relationship with a 17-year-old Indian girl in Dubai. And the mum of this girl was vindictive enough to get her daughter back to England from Dubai before she phoned the Dubai authorities, knowing full well that this poor boy would be arrested and facing a prison sentence. Now, I'm not stupid. I know exactly why she had it in for this young boy. And you can't play both sides of the fence. You can't sit there, and I'm sure she probably has been subjected to racial abuse and then behave. And this is no more than racism. This is racism and the fact you know that culturally it's going to be frowned upon. But that cultural issue is your issue. It's not this young boy's. So rather than...
Pause. So... I agree with a lot of points the lady's making. What the main point though is I'm not 100% sure, although I think it could be. There's not enough. We've not heard from the mother or anything yet. The one that informed or anything yet. For the reasons that they gave. For calling the police on Marcus. You know, a lot of the community would definitely think it was a racist thing. Yeah, but it's a bit hard to prove that, isn't it? A little bit hard to prove still. Racism, yeah, it's kind of hard to prove without any of the stupid parts of racism being displayed. You get me? Yeah, that's a fact, JD. At least you can say it was vindictive. It was spiteful. And you know what's mad? Yeah, imagine, yeah. I was having a discussion on snipers last night with Mary Jen, Sarah, Miss Sarah, and Axel, Ultra, Khan, and a couple others, yeah. And like one of the main points was that in without there being any sort of emotion involved or whatever, the clear-cut point is that if you break a law in a country, you could be punished in that country. A law was broken and a person was punished. But we're not robots though, innit? Yeah. So in the majority of cases, we do think of the events that led up to said crime taking place. So, for me, like I'm saying, give an example of myself. I used to go to Jamaica for holidays all the time. Yeah, so my family, my best friend's family, we go in Jamaica 6 weeks holidays. One of my cousins in Jamaica is getting married, like obviously our older cousin and adult getting married, innit? Yeah, so we're going to the wedding and all that, like in Jamaica and all that. So when we reach the wedding, yeah, I'm about 13. Yeah, my brethren's like 12 coming on 13. Yeah, a year below me in school. So when we reached the party, I'm like, cuz, I'm 16. Yeah. He's like, alright, cuz, then I'm 15, innit? Yeah, coming on 16. So, just in that example, nothing didn't happen, nothing mad didn't happen or nothing, blah, 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 blah. We were just telling people who's older than us. You get me? Like, that example there shows that. The other example I was given yesterday, like someone being 17, 2 months away from being 18, if they're on holiday, they're basically going to tell everyone they're 18, innit? Yeah? And also, the two people, yeah, they're so close in age, that's the main mitigating circumstances also. And also, I heard some other news after that we didn't hear before. Actually, you know what, yeah? Let me just play the videos. And you can hear it in real time also, innit? Yeah? And we can discuss that as it goes. So, on that discussion yesterday, obviously, you know, you got a couple of haters and pagans. A pagan, like a dude called Nico, is trying to say, oh, you're trying to campaign for underage intercourse. Yeah. And it's like, that's not true. Like, because I'm saying the mitigating circumstances is that the young lady is so close to 18. Unless she has mental health issues where she's mentally younger than her physical age, then in theory, she's old enough to make that sort of decision for herself. Yeah. But also, yeah, people need to get on to like David Lammy and all them about that. Because it's kind of peak still, like a man's in jail for having consensual sex with someone that's like a month to 2 months younger than he was. Alright? Hey, listen, yeah. In this argument, though, one thing that I was saying, I weren't putting the blame on the scenario on the young lady and young man sort of thing. I was more saying that, like, the young lady's mother was just very extremely spiteful and could have dealt with it probably a whole different way. The reasons for calling the police, it's mad still. Without hearing that, it's kind of crazy still. But alright, go on, let's play the rest, man.
Dealing with your own issues at home, you've decided to take out your anger out on an 18-year-old innocent boy. Frankly, I think if anybody knows this family, they should go and have a serious word. Because what this family has done to this young boy is just not acceptable. Names have been released and they are on other platforms, and I'm not going to go into names. But I know that if these names are correct, there will be a community behind this family. And this community really does need to now stand up and go and speak to this family and get them to stop this behaviour. And also, what was the mum trying to achieve? Because their names have now been released. Everyone now knows who they are. So the fact that you did this, you brought more attention on what your daughter has done that you find inappropriate, rather than actually being able to move on and get on with your own lives. Maybe karma is a funny thing, but you stand to achieve nothing other than causing further division and actually breaking a poor parent's hearts. The boy's parents are going to be absolutely broken. I don't know how you sleep at night, but I wanted to do this video so that everyone realises that actually not everyone is on this family's side, even from their own community, their own background, their own ethnic minority. I stand with what's right, and I stand with Marcus and his family. Have you heard?
See, it's too late to do the so nice. Only the government mitigating or mediation, with government mediation with government officials of Dubai to basically get my man a pardon and get him sent home and all that sort of stuff. That's really what the direction that the family and people that are covering the story want to promote people to start taking now, because obviously once you've already been found guilty in court, so and so, like I don't think there's no way that you can withdraw your statement or withdraw your charge or whatever. Yeah, I'm not too sure you can do that still, especially as it's not British law. This is like the law for the United Arab Emirates, specifically Dubai foreigners law. The locals are dealing with Sharia. Even Miss Sarah was saying yesterday that these sort of cases happen all the time. Because, you know what's mad though, yeah? One man was typing to me, about people's cultures and so and so and so and so, and I'm saying, yeah, but bro, like, these lots were just being teenagers, didn't it? Yeah, doing teenage shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they were just being teenagers, cause like, you can't try and say that about everyone's culture. Everyone's culture ain't like British culture and blah 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 blah. The man them that are usually trying to say how Veli speaks down on British people and British culture and so and so. Yeah, didn't type nothing at that though, yeah? Even though they was there, present, yeah? And then Miss Sarah was like, yo, they obviously at the shopping malls in the so-and-so, that sort of stuff happens all the time usually between the teenagers or whatnot. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, more times it ain't a jail sentence, it's like that you might end up having to go in the army for a year or something, and the girl might get sent away to a different town or to a country, you know, like one of the families in the countryside or something like that. Oh, one second. Sorry, man, that's facts true. Jailed because she didn't like the mum didn't like what her daughter done. It's basically what's happened. My man's in jail because the mum didn't like what the daughter done. that's it. That's extremely harsh. Mm. And I actually was saying they have a two-tier system. Citizens and residents. Like, no, the citizens are higher than the residents. I was saying that making a comparison between the Dubai, how things work, and how the UK works, isn't a fair comparison because it's not the same sort of scenario situation. Now, the UK is claiming to be a democratic place where every citizen has equal rights. The Dubai don't say that. It's King so-and-so. And then his people, them, are next up on the pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Alright, let me run a video from one of Marcus Fakana's, I think it might be one of the legal team. Yes, don't quote me on it being definitely the legal team, innit, yeah, but we go let it play it.
On the phone, he's obviously devastated after being sentenced to 1 year in prison for sexual relations with someone 1 month younger than him. He could have been issued with a fine and deportation, which would be an absolutely more appropriate sentence.
Alright, pause. You hear that, yeah? So, she's only 1 month younger than him. So all these people that keep trying to say about the you're trying to promote underage, overage. Yeah, you can suck your mum, innit? Because you literally just heard that. Yeah? The person that's actually got feelings in the case talking about the girl's 1 month younger than him. You get me? That's what Bob does. Not even bare years. You get me, cuz? So, let me mute up because I'm right next to a van and it's making quite a lot of noise. A big truck. A big truck.
Someone of his age who clearly didn't intend to break the law, who didn't even know that the girl was 1 month away from being 18. So these are...
What, sir? And that's the exact same point that I made yesterday and I've been making before. What if she's told him that she was 18? Huh? So that's even worse though, man. No way you could get found guilty for that. That is bad, man. Come on, man. That's a libby. Yeah, so as far as he was concerned, they're both 18. That is mad. That's a libby. Come on, man. Yeah, this is bad still, bruv. How you mean, man? God damn. What? Yo, the boy didn't even know that he was 70. Obviously, man could be gassing, innit? Yeah, because, that's what the haters are going to say. And, like, this shows you about this, how certain people see others as older than they are, so they deserve a harsher punishment. It's mad though, still. Yeah? It's crazy still. Mad. Go on, man. Let it play, man. Let it play.
Very special circumstances, and I hope that the government of Dubai can recognise that the custodial sentence is completely unnecessary. Keir Starmer and David Lammy have said that they are in touch with the family, but what we would like to see is something along the lines of what J.D. Vance did in America, which is calling his constituents every single day and making sure they got home. They got home within a matter of 2 weeks. The Irish government intervened in Tory Tui's case and had her home in a matter of 1 week. And these are people, J.D. Vance, he was not the Foreign Secretary, he was not the Prime Minister. And yet he was able to achieve such an incredible result for his constituents who were much more difficult cases than Marcus. So we hope that the British government will step up and have those meetings with their counterparts.
Yo, so you heard that, yeah? So J.D. Vance got some American citizens brought back home from Dubai, whose cases were, and I quote, much more difficult than Marcus Fakina's case. So we definitely need to be sticking it on our Foreign Secretary and anyone that's close to the Foreign Secretary to be making them aware of that. That, bro, listen. My man contacted the fucking families of the arrested people or the jailed people every day and was making diplomatic talks with the Dubai government. Is it Mahmoud or something like that? To get the people them sent back to their country. Ireland done it a week. America done it 2 weeks. Huh? And like the lady said, they were, again, quoting much more difficult cases than Marcus' case. So yeah, it's a joke to you, bro. It's a joke to you guys. Like, yeah, it's mad still, man. But God, let's play the rest. Let it play it.
In the UK. Now, as far as an appeal goes, the lawyer has said they are going to wait, so we have to see whether the prosecution is going to apply for a harsher sentence. And that real possibility is frankly freaking the Fakana family out. So we'll wait to see on that.
Wow, that's bad still. What do you mean appealing for a harsher sentence? God damn! A harsher sentence? Nah, he must be bugging. He would be bugging in the cell. Thinking about that still. Yeah, you be bugging out, cuz like, oh shit. These men are trying to get me a longer sentence, you know. Super pagans. Oh my days, that is mad. Yeah, you'd be bugging out in the cell. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trust me. Buster Rhymes been tugging, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
And then, assuming that they are not going to apply for a harsher sentence, the family would most likely launch an appeal at that stage. But at any point, right now, Marcus walking into a shopping mall or leaving his apartment could have CCTV camera facial recognition pick him up and notify police that there's a warrant against him. So this is how he's living right now in Dubai, like a fugitive, and frankly it's unfair. He's very thankful, so is the family, for all of the support, and there has been an amazing amount of support, despite the fact.
So I'm not sure if this is a older video just after the guilty verdict, or if this is a new video and he's not been placed in jail yet, because I did hear that the jail that man is allegedly being sent to is a bad jail, isn't it, back? A not so good prison. So, you know, it's kind of peak still. I mean, it's kind of eek still. Trust me. But alright, listen to how we can help. How can we help?
This is a highly debated topic in the United Kingdom. The overall support has been widespread, and there's been some amazing people out there just making TikToks, YouTubes, writing to politicians, writing to the UAE government, the UAE embassy, and Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. So it's just beautiful to see, and so many offers of help in the UAE. I've just spoken with Marcus Fakana.
Yeah, so I think she might have given that advice a little bit earlier still, like, about obviously supporting the family on a GoFundMe if you can. However much you can help, if you can help. If you can't do that, or if you have done that, you can also try to, I don't know, maybe even start a petition on that that Houses of Parliament website and try and get people to sign it to see if we could get it debated in the Houses of Parliament to get my man get a diplomat over to hear me discuss what I'll go on with my man still, for that's peak, fam. Trust me, cause that's extra peak. Remove that. Let me remove that. All right, man. The shift towards populism. Yeah, man. So it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, because like a lot of things that are happening in America, like seems like a couple years later, starts to happen in the UK, and sort of stuff like that, innit? Yeah. So let's listen to the warning that some Americans are trying to give other Americans about an issue that is affecting actually, hold on a sec. Let me read what Badmarsh is saying there. There is a racial and on a cultural angle to this case. Yeah, it's peak still. So you Badmarsh, yeah, I know you would maybe speak a bit more honestly than others or whatever. So do you honestly believe that the racial aspect is that, as it was a black youth, that made the parents even more unhappy about what had taken place? Would it have been the same outcome if it was, say, a Pakistani? Would she have done the same thing? Hmm? Why you answering that? Yeah, let me see if I can load up a boy, I don't know what. Shoot up at a tree, murder a car, box on a little girl, we have
Kids! The elf can see you being naughty. Don't you want Christmas gifts?
We know you and Mom do that stupid thing every day. Yeah, stupid. Leave us alone.
Kids getting too savvy for Elf on the Shelf? You need a Trump on a Stump.
The old guy's scary. Why does he have such tiny hands?
Trump on a Stump and his conservative friends will make America behave again. Friends like Elon on a futon. RFK on a bidet. Dr. Oz in a vase. He'll collect your stool samples whether you want him to or not. Ramaswamy on your mommy with his festive vice-like grip. And Vance with no pants.
Keep your smoky eyes off my wife. And your penis off of my couch.
Buy now before Trump's tariffs make them exorbitantly expensive. This Christmas, keep your family in line with the Crazy Cabinet Collection. Available at the Haunted Joanne Fabric Store off Route 9.
I have all the best couple.
What? How you mean? Alright, God, then let's get back to business. Yeah, Bad Marsh didn't even answer it. Tiny Rouge refused the fast jet performance. You put a review a few hours ago, like, bro. That's not making me want to review it even more, is it? I actually don't even know what the fast jet performance is. I don't even care about that. It's no.
No, and it's like people are now laying out all the ways that the theories that we learned in graduate school were all stolen. That we were learned for as white Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He stole it from an indigenous community, and then he put a little bow on it. And so it's the co-optation of the knowledge. It is like, and that I can now own this. And it's like all of these theories go back to something that someone else understood quite well and figured out.
So when we're saying and psychotherapy are the same thing in so many ways. We're not saying because white people are bad. We're saying because all of the concepts that are white supremacist culture are psychotherapy culture.
And we are also finding, I mean, this I didn't know, and it's like people are now laying out all the ways that the theories that we learned in graduate school were all stolen. That we were learned for as white Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He stole it from an indigenous community, and then he put a little bow on it. And so it's the co-optation of the knowledge. It is like, and that I can now own this. And it's like all of these theories go back to something that someone else understood quite well and figured out.
So when we're saying
Alright, so what do you feel about? How you feel about what the ladies were saying in that clip there? Yeah. I know one thing that you ain't gonna say. That rice fighting. That rice fighting. The fuck. That's funny, isn't it? Oh, mate. Damn, man. It's bad, isn't it? You lost your race baiting card. But what do you think what do you think about what she said? Let me tell you this then. I probably think that none of you are actually going to say anything about what she said. Yeah. That's why oh shit, my bad. God damn. I didn't even stop the man at the zebra. In at the zebra. Nah, just Marcus. The girl's in the UK right now. And true stories, like, obviously even, Khan was trying to blame the girl a lot yesterday, but he did say that in this scenario, even if the girl was there, would she have been charged with anything? Because she's the alleged victim of the crime. So, yeah, would she have been charged with anything or whatever? You know? Probably not. Probably, definitely not. That's like in the UK, like, say, like, it's a statutory case or whatever. Two children that are in the same year at school or whatever. It would only be the older child that would have had the case brought against them. Do you get me? So it would have been the older child that would have had the case brought against them. And then it would have been down to the defense barrister to provide mitigating circumstances that show that one person didn't take advantage of the other. Another reason to avoid dirty Dubai. Yeah, I'm just like, if you're not in that Dubai cash bracket, I don't think Dubai's a place for you to go. And if you even are, there's other places where you may be able to make an investment that may benefit you a lot more. You might even be a trendsetter. Enough men are buying places in and starting businesses in places in West Africa, Central and East. I remember Jay Blacks. I ain't been in contact with him for ages still, but I remember he moved to Gambia. Built a house. Started a clothing business. Can be done. I was even listening to a dude on TikTok yesterday. I'm not sure what part of Africa he's from. It sounded West African though. In his accent, one of the English colonies. And he was talking about how he started his planting business. Yeah, them man call it plantain, yeah, but I call it planting, yeah. Started his planting business with about $3,000, 3,000 US or £3,000 or whatever, and ended up making it into like a multi-million-pound business. What? I saw a little documentary of a lady that makes like planting chips, because they have them in Jamaica as well, in the Caribbean, not even just Jamaica, in the Caribbean as well. Planting fries. Started off making doing all the work herself, then built a little production line, you know, then a factory. Yeah, now multiple. So yeah, so there's opportunities out there, cuz. I don't think people ever see her as the victim. So what are you saying, that she would get arrested as well? Seems a bit mad still. Because in the terms of it being, say, a case, a defendant and a victim, the young lady's role would actually be the victim, right? Because although she consented to so and so, because she's not legally at the age of consent, that's the only reason why there could be a case, right? Like, and she was saying the only way was that if the parents give consent to them getting married or any of that sort of stuff there. That's what Miss Sarah was saying. And she's living there right now. It's a mad one still. Alright. Let me remove this, quickly run this.
Debating an idiot is like playing chess with a...
Alright, wait, hold on. Yes, sir. This explains a lot of the debates and discussions that I've had with a lot of the numbnuts that think that they're making points in debates and discussions when every point that they make is just about whatever their feelings are, and the points that I'm speaking to is what the law says in the scenario that we're speaking of. Yeah? Our bear man are running about talking about, I won this debate. Yeah. Let it play.
Idiot is like playing chess with a pigeon. They'll knock over the pieces, they'll crap on the board, and they'll fly back to their flock and claim victory. It's funny and insightful, but according to the theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer, it's also deeply worrying. Because for Bonhoeffer, stupidity is far more concerning than evil. There are evil people in life. There are murderers, cheaters, and liars, but they are not the greatest threat. Because once something is known to be evil, the good of the world can rally to defend and fight against it. When we know somebody is bad, we know how to take a stand. And so, as Bonhoeffer put it, evil always carries within itself the germ of its own subversion. Stupidity, though, is a different problem, and we cannot so easily fight it for two reasons. The first is that we are much more tolerant of it as a society. We do not take stupidity that seriously. We do not attack somebody for not knowing a thing. The second reason is that the stupid person is a slippery one. Like a pigeon playing chess, they are not open to either reason or debate. And so for Bonhoeffer, stupidity is far more dangerous because it is a weapon that evil people can often use. Because evil people find it hard to take power themselves, they will need stupid people to do their work for them. A stupid person can be guided, steered, and manipulated to do any number of things, and history teaches us that stupidity does not mean you cannot be powerful. Evil is a puppet master, and it loves nothing so much as a powerful idiot. It's
and bam, that's how the populist guys aim to get such quick or such a big rise in what they're doing in it, because they're willing to lie and speak to conspiracies that people believe are true rather than show them evidence of it not being the truth and the reasons why these things that they dislike are happening at the rate that they're happening at, or the places that they're happening at, why they're happening in the places that they're happening, and all that sort of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so easy for a Nigel Farage to finesse, a Richard Tice to finesse enough of these not so clever people into thinking that, yeah, we could just blame foreigners for everything. It's just immigration, even though immigration's been a benefit to the GDP, the economy, the way of life, society, and all that. Yeah, because let it be said that the national dish or the national dishes have all come from immigration and integration. You know what I'm saying? Like, all fish and chips. I swear fish and chips started off with the Jewish community. Yeah? So, let's stop trying to blame immigrants for every single issue in the UK. Specifically, asylum seekers. Because it's strange like how that seems like the new person that we can, or the new set of people that we can lay the blame of the economy not doing as well as it should be, or there not being enough houses, social houses for the poorer in society. The reason for landlords having so much power over in the rental market. Saying that the reason for inflation not going or working with the people at the moment. The reason why the Conservatives refuse to raise the different tax brackets so people could have a little bit more earnings in their pocket before they start paying a higher rate of tax, even though the rate of the inflation of products, rent, essential amenities like electric, gas, and water, even though the price of that, the inflation on that is rising faster than the rate of pay. You hear me? So, yeah, man. That would be the reason why it's easy to convert a simple mind to point at other people. Like, these people could actually live with a fucking foreigner inside their bed and be telling you that it's immigration's the issue. That is just wild. I don't know. Yeah, but that is wild. I was thinking, like, think about it, like, how would you see it? Right, if that was me, yeah, and sort of my missus's main argument was that everything's fucked up because of immigrants coming to the country or whatever, but not you, the other immigrants. You're all right. That would be mad. That's crazy still, man. But all right, man. Yeah. Hey, shout out Nixie, man. My G, you walk on. Hey, Nixie, don't cry no more. Man, the Jewish people ain't coming to get, don't cry no more. Crazy still. It's mad still. And then, why would I, myself, the child of immigrants, think that the issue in the country are going to be immigrants? You know what's mad, yeah? When these people, that are anti-Valley now, when they've spoke about anyone they would say might be people that's integrated into society or whatever, they're like, right, they like started their own family, got a job, contribute towards the economy. That's what the majority of immigrants do. Especially if you've come over on a work or education visa. You're not entitled to government housing and so and so. Especially the later ones. Maybe some of the earlier ones, before 97 or whatever. You might be entitled to claim housing benefit or so and so. But any of the later ones, the ones that the people are actually talking about, they're complaining about, they're not integrating and they're doing this, that and the other. They took our jobs. You know, they took our jobs. Mad. Hey, mad. Yeah, strange how these people like mix up like legal immigrants that have come here legally, asylum seekers that have a whole different claim to their stay. People that's overstayed visas, stuff like that. People that's come here on the black market and working. Too late now, love. Yeah, people that's come here on the black market to work and so. If you put them all in one big bucket of just immigrants and illegal immigrants. It's mad thing still. Alright, go on, man, let it play. Hey, but wait, hold on. Before we start this year, once I pull up at where I'm pulling up to, I gotta duck out still, man, because, you know, I got like a fucking installation in it, like, so it's gonna be a bit of a long one. So, actually, it might not be as long still, it depends, innit? Yeah. If I can flick it off, flick it on, tighten it up and fill him up and bounce, then, you know, I might even be like an hour or whatever. Depends still. Come on, man, let it play.
As the enemy of the people, and also, like most people on the radical right, felt that the government was facilitating immigration of non-whites into this country, essentially a kind of dispossession, a disenfranchisement of white people.
And we have this thing in the movement called the 14 words. And those 14 words are, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
Alright, pause. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Huh? Because there was like a tall Asian dude that used to jump on streams here that had a lot of English people typing 14 this and 14 that. Yeah? Nah, I didn't say him, man. Behave yourself, my wife for that. I said it. Yeah, talking about the boiler. Yeah. I swear we've heard these words before, but if any of you remember, there's a channel called Right Reaction. Yeah. Raupesh Muslimani. He used to say, we need to secure the future for the white children. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's what Ralph used to say that. But this, Ralph used to say it openly, innit? Yeah. And when we used to say, "Bro, that sounds kind of racist, bro," yeah, people used to say, "Huh?" And I'm like, "But ain't that the same stuff like what Hitler was saying?" The 14 words and that. And then the man then was typing 14 for this, 14 for that, 14 for him, her, 14 for me, 14 for you. I'm like, oh, what? He's not a guy, but hey, listen, I was never in 14, guy. Yeah, I was always up. Trust me, always up. You know, man, some little side road in Old Brampton Road, yeah. a shop. The shop's got like a security guard just standing there beside us. What they're selling in that shop. Yeah, man. Anyway, man. Let it play.
Then one day something changed. I met a girl and we had our first child. And here I was holding my white child in my arms. And the furthest thing from my mind was bringing him into this hateful ideology that I had been a part of. I needed to pull back. And the only way that I knew to do that was through music. It's all I had really known professionally from the time I was a teenager. And I decided to open a record shop to sell music. When the customers would come in to buy that music, they knew who I was. They knew what my politics were and the damage that I had caused the community. They forced conversations on me. And then it became more personal. And I began to realize that the young African-American teenager whose mother was dying of cancer felt the same pain that I felt when my grandmother passed from cancer. And we were able to bond. And when the same-sex couple came in and talked about how much they loved their son, I felt the same love for my son, so I could relate. And when my Jewish customers would come into the store, they were kind and compassionate and even forgiving. But now that I knew them, I couldn't justify or reconcile my hate for them anymore. And that was a very powerful turning point for me. And that's when I decided.
That's the main reason why there's people actively trying not to make people have, like, we'll say, relationships. Yeah, not like sexual relationships or whatever. I mean, like, actual just relationships where people get to know each other and have understanding on different people's way of lives and this, that, and the other. Because more times, the stereotypical or the racist things that people may have thought about this one, that one, or the other sort of doesn't, I'm saying, can't be justified no more. Because you've spoke to people that come from these places now. You spoke to this one, that one, and the other one. They might even be telling you the same sort of shit. It's like you've seen, you found out, you've heard. Look how much flipping, look how much flipping black white supremacists, Asian white supremacists we've actually spoke to. Remember when I said that to Danny Roscoe, first of all, yeah? The first time we spoke to him on G Block, yeah? He was acting surprised. Like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about, yeah? But he's one himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally a black white supremacist himself. So, it's crazy still, man. Crazy still. Alright then, let it play.
I needed to pull away from the movement. I was still holding this cancer inside of me of who I used to be, where I'd wake up every morning and wish that my eyes would close and never open again. I had to go out and tell my story and share it with other people who may be vulnerable to stop them from doing the same thing that I did.
Fundamentally, the reasons for this very dramatic rise in the far right are enormous changes that we are going through as a society in the United States, as well as the Europeans. Beginning in 2009, we saw this enormous expansion in these groups. Clearly, that expansion was a reaction to the election of our first black president, but even more than a reaction to that one black man in the White House, it was a reaction to what he represented. And what he represented was the demographic browning of America, the idea that this is less and less a white country.
We are shaped by every language and culture, drawn from every end of this earth. And because we have tasted the bitter swill of civil war and segregation and emerged from that dark chapter stronger and more united, we cannot help but believe that the old hatreds shall someday pass.
At the same time, of course, in the fall of 2008, the beginning of 2009, we were in the middle of a major financial crisis. And that added an enormous amount of kind of anger and resentment and fear on the part of people, which also helped to kind of push up the radical right. In the immediate aftermath of the election, literally the next morning, the servers of two major white supremacist groups, the Council of Conservative Citizens and Stormfront.org, went down. There were so many people coming to these groups, angered at the result of the election, to find out.
Yo, you definitely catch Ralph and Elrod and them out there on 4chan. You hear me? You might even catch Bamba Clout down in Roscoe on the 4chan and them places there. You hear me? My crazy, you know. Yeah, so let's just play.
What they were all about. Stormfront, in fact, had then, and still has more than that today, 300,000 registered members. That is a remarkable number of people who participate in an internet forum that was created and is still led by a former leader of the Alabama Ku Klux Klan, a man named Don Black. In 2015, a Klansman in New York City.
That's strange, isn't it? Especially for people of color to be associated with those sort of things and these sort of people, because if the dream comes to fruition, you're going to be swinging from a rope, fam. God damn, you're going to be swinging from a rope, cuz, like, god damn, like, shit, that's crazy, cuz. Yeah, not crazy, that's crazy. What do you mean? Let it play.
State was sent to federal prison for trying to build, and in fact getting about halfway there, a massive X-ray weapon with which he intended to murder hundreds and possibly thousands of Muslims while they worshipped in a mosque.
The FBI charged a self-described engineer and Klan member with building a workable death ray. Among the potential
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna have to wrap it now still, but yo, just on that point there, Lord have mercy. A workable death ray? Nah. You and Transformers on, man. Decepticons all day. Yo, he built a death ray, or was attempting to build a death ray that he could wipe out people with. You know? Wipe them out. With a death ray. That's mad still. Alright, man. Listen. Say less. No way old minute, man. Yeah, big up yourselves, man. Yeah. And if you don't like me, suck your mama. You hear me? How you mean? I know, if I see a bad man, not free of that. If I see you don't like me, suck out your girl. A bad man, not itch me, not blow up petrol. Mad. Let it play.